Hello and welcome to this edition of Consider This with Charles Lake. This edition is going to be on asbestos exposure. A lot of people don't think they come into exposure to asbestos, but asbestos is everywhere. It's in your drinking water. They used to test for that at the college where I used to go, and there's a certain amount allowed in the water. So let's get on with this, and I feel that asbestos resources are not so much the resources, but the litigation is a scam. And let me explain to you why. All right, let's go over here to. I used to have a website up because I was diagnosed with asbestosis, and before then, even because I used to haul asbestos out of Asbestos, Quebec, and out of another mine over in Quebec. So I was always worried about getting asbestos-related disease, and in 2022 I was diagnosed. So I got this email. Actually, I got this one first from Jacob Bryant, and he came across my website that I had down for quite a while, and it seems like if you click on it, it'll still go there, and because it's still on my server. And I was a little bit upset because this is in 2023, and in 2022 I was exposed, and I went to law firm up in Massachusetts because I was living over in New York at the time. We lived there for almost 40 years, and Savlock Law, it's one of the biggest asbestos exposure law firms in the United States. And I wrote them back and I told them that, and if you go to my Patreon site, all these things are downloadable. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm trying to keep this short, but the episode I did on Patreon is about 35 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. And I go through a lot more detail. But I told them, and this number is wrong, this should be 2022. I was diagnosed with asbestosis, and I told my contract, asbestos litigator, and so forth. But the problem I had is that you're held to if they don't take your case, you have only 2 years to refile. Otherwise, you don't get anything. And right now, because I filed with one of the biggest law firms in the United States and they didn't take my case, I can never refile. That's what I'm being told. That's why I think it's a scam. And like I say, if you go to Patreon, you can download all this documentation. And I know this because here's the letter I got from Savlock Law, and it says, please understand that our reasoning. Well, I called them back because I'm like, what do you mean? You understand that our reason for not pursuing your claim may be based on certain criteria. Well, my criteria was I wasn't sick enough. Never mind, I'm in the hospital at least once a month, then can't breathe. And it was only because of the moisture in the air. During the wintertime, it wasn't that bad because the moisture is kind of cold and stuff over there. But during the spring, summer, and fall, when the moisture, my oxygen level went down as far as 70. 78 was the worst. Not 70. 78 was the worst. And I was in my backyard and I didn't know who owned the house. And come to find out, it was the house I've been living in for 22 years. So it really plays games with your brain. So, and this, like I said, Savlock Law is who I got this from. So it tells you right there that be advised the statute of limitations, and they finally told me when I called them back it was 2 years. So this is, and like I said, I used to pick up, this was third for mines in Quebec, and it says right here, asbestos white, 46,628 pounds. I didn't keep any of the thing, and this is how I know it's from 2022. It's all the emails that I got from Savlock Law back when I did that. And this here asbestos is a never-ending epidemic, and this is all downloadable over on my and there's in I think it was 2001 or 2002, there was a $30 billion trust put up for all the asbestos companies. Most of them went bankrupt for people with, and I have a problem because there's more than $30 billion left in the $30 billion, and this has been going on for 25 years, and if you just settle, you can get up to 400,000, but if you take it to try a average settlement 1 million to 1.4, trial 5 to 11.4, and let's see, and this is all the companies in John Mansville, W.R. Grace. Oh yeah, never-ending story. And like I said, if you go all the way, no, tells you that 40,000 deaths occurred every year from asbestos-related diseases. And I also have something here from the EPA, and I made PDFs out of these because they change all the time, and with Trump being in office with all his idiots, especially the idiots running the EPA, these here are likely to come down and never see the light of day again. But it tells you what the asbestos is found in, and so forth and so on. So I hope you've gotten something out of this, and I hope you go to my Patreon site where you can download this information and go through it yourself and see if anything. But like I said, this is the guy, his law firm, and this is the website. This is the website that used to be up, that if you click on This is my old website, the Asbestos page, and all of these links work. And if you go to my Patreon site, I explain it all. So I hope you have a good day. I hope you've learned something from this about asbestos, and that everybody can be poisoned by it, and that's part of the reason why lung disease is so bad nowadays, besides tobacco smoke and other chemicals. So I hope you stay safe, stay well, keep your health well, because without your health, you have nothing. Take care. Bye.